Hello everybody, welcome back to another Croydon beginners tutorial. Now a couple of months ago I made a tutorial on the sort of beginner's guide of Croydon Roblox, the basics of the game, and now I thought I'd continue with my beginner's guide, and today I will show you how to create your first Croydon company, as well as, you know, what to do when you first start. Now while we wait for the game to just not crash, there we are. So first thing you're going to want to do in the main menu here is click on your Croydon companies, and now when you don't have a company, at the bottom here it'll say create a Croydon company. Now I believe to create a Croydon company it only costs 75 Robux, which is not a lot in real money. That's like £1 or something, so it's definitely worth it because it unlocks a whole new game mode pretty much. So you're going to want to do that. It's only 75 Robux, so go do that, and then once you've done that you'll be able to load your company. Now I can't really do a sort of gameplay as I'm showing you, so I might have to edit some stuff in, but when you've done that you'll have just enough credits to buy your first bus. Now you'll have just enough to buy one of 3 buses, so if you go to visit dealer you'll have enough to either buy the Cadet for 9,000, the Strata for 5,000, or the ALX 400 for 7.5k. Now when I first created my Croydon company I was a bit more of a rookie, so I started with the Strata, but now I would probably recommend you start with the ALX 400 just because it's a double decker and you'll be able to have more passengers on it. So once you've done that, go ahead, buy the bus, make your mind up, get either one of the 3, but honestly I'd go for the ALX 400. So when you've done that you're going to want to make your livery. So I'll demonstrate on my ALX 400 right here. So you'd want to click on the bus and go to customize, and here you have all these options for a nice livery. I've just simply chosen for the base colour to be a dark red, for a front stripe in this yellow colour, and a rear side stripe just here as well. Nice simple livery, but you can create whatever livery that you want, which is obviously within your budget because you have to pay for the liveries. So if you want a nice livery but don't have a lot, just go for something simple like mine. That's obviously your best shot, and you can always just change it later on. Now obviously a lot of these, so now I'm gonna show you a bit around like all the things you can do in your company. So here obviously you've got all the customization, but you've got all your buses here. You can view your group analytics here, which shows how many times each route has been driven, as well as the points that have come out of it. Then you can go on driver data and you can see each of the vehicles and how many times they've been driven, as well as how many people have driven your company overall here. Then if you go to view group routes, you can just see how all your routes that you've made, and if you click one it shows you all the stops, outbound and inbound. And then if you go on to view contract, you can activate your Beddington warehouse shuttle, where if you select it you can go to West Croydon, pick up these passengers and drop them off to Beddington, which will give you I think it's 150 credits for the company and 300 for every driver, so it's definitely worth doing a couple of rounds of that if you want plenty of credits just overall. If you want to buy more credits, then there's just this little button here that you can use for your company. Now if you open admin panel, you can customize like the colors of like the layout of your company page. So I've got the red and yellow here, which is my livery, so I'd recommend doing the same colors that you have in your livery. So then you can update your announcement, which is the little thing here, and you can even reformat it, but you have to pay for that. And you can add admins, which I believe is just people that you can like permit to change stuff about your company. So that's all that in the admin panel. We've had a look at the dealer already, but if you click on a bus, you can either spawn it with all your depots here. Depots are very expensive, so yeah, but you can unlock them. And then if you go to visit dealer, oh sorry, no, not visit dealer, I'm losing track here, sorry. If you go to customize, you can obviously customize your livery, but if you click on the arrows here, you can customize your text, you know, the size of the text, the color of your text, where the text is, and what type of text. And if you move on, the passenger experience, so you can do your seat type, which obviously you can pay for comfier seats. My LX400 has this smart seat for only 1.5k, pretty good. You can also have Wi-Fi and USBs for 20 grand, and you can even give your bus a unique identification, which I actually don't know how that works, because I've never used it. And that's about it. That's all you need to know for your company. If you are starting your own company, I wish you luck with your company. I've had my company for over a year and it's barely gotten anywhere. It is quite tricky and it takes a lot of grinding. So yeah, I wish you luck with your company, and don't forget to stay tuned for more Croydon tutorials and just more Croydon related content in general. So have a good day everyone, and I'll see you later. Bye.